You know, we're here with Harry, who came second today at the OTS. Show us what you're playing.
Right, so I was on pure Mekk-KNIGHT with, well, a couple BYSTIALs. So, obvious ratios, triple purple because it's the best one. Played triple blue, which is debatable. I was considering actually playing two, but I didn't have any other good cards to swap it out for. Maybe, like, if I had some triple tactics talents, it would have been good. I played one indigo as, in this build you only really need one. If you go through it, odds are you're probably already winning or like you're losing. It doesn't really matter. And then one of the toolbox ones, red and yellow. I think I summoned red once today, never used yellow at all. They're just kind of necessary for follow-up plays if your opponent has a full board. And then the keystone of the deck, triple gear suit, and the card that ascends, the World Chalice, is like, I was tempted to do the World Armor instead of the World Chalice, so you can do the full combo, dump, make lib, make, or set the succession, summon the World Armor effect, summon, set one other thing, but it's like, it's not necessary. I'd rather just go World Chalice for the follow-up plays next turn, which did actually come up a lot. It was really good. And then for the BYSTIALs, I played double Magnamut and double Drill Swarm, and then with that I played one Lavinia. I mean, you don't really need any more than this. The ratios, you could maybe play 3 Magnamut, 1 Drill Swarm, it depends on what you've got. But they very much carried the deck. Like, it's really, really good just to be able to summon a body if you can't get access to Gearsu, so you can special summon a Mekk-KNIGHT and then make one of your Morning Stars or Lib or whatever. And then also the Drill Swarm send effect is too good as well. And then the Lavinia is just like, if later in the game you've gone through enough stuff to go for the kill, or like you just want to clear their board, Lavinia, it came up once. I was against it was Runic Live Twin player, and he's like, well, Runic Live Twin Spy, and he just popped his fountain as his carrot, and he had nothing else left, and I killed him. It was a good game, but yeah, Lavinia, you don't need it, but it is still nice to have around. And then it was just triple Ash, as I feel like it's the most generic hand trap you can play. I was considering swapping it for Droll, which is in the side, but yeah. Right, on to some World Legacy spells. So I had triple Memory, which is the correct ratio, you don't play any less. One Succession, you can always cut that, but I like searching it sometimes off of Morning Star or setting off of Lib, depending on what else you've got. And then one Key, you don't have to main it, but I like it for a lot of the recursion plays, especially if, say, your opponent BYSTIALs your bloody World Chalice, so you can add it back and then discard it off of Morning Star. As well as, like, playing against Trap Tricks, it is almost like a free win. I did play triple Extrav.
Sure.
You could definitely swap it out for like triple tactics thrust, or triple tactics talents, or prosperities. But it's like, genuinely today I actually preferred Extrav in every instance when I activated it, because all the cards that I was drawing, it was normally the second draw, which meant, or like, was the most impact. I did also play triple Dark Ruler, because I am going second. The point of the deck is to go second, clear your opponent's board, and then set up your own stuff rather than trying to ODK. And then a couple power spells was just Harpies and Cool Buy, because hand traps do hurt. And then also Cool Buy is just good. Harpies, main deck stuff, because traps are your worst enemy in this deck. And then it was just double Secret and one Whispers for the World Legacy traps. I mean, you could really cut this to 1 as well, swap it out and play with the ratios, maybe even put in 3 secrets, but it's like, you don't need it. 2 is fine. You only really want to see it in your hand sometimes, but mainly you just want to search it off of the Morning Star or set it off of Lib. And then it was triple Evenly. Also really good today. You don't really need to explain Evenly, it's just such a good card.
Evenly main was nuts for me today.
Yeah. Alright, so onto the extra deck. I played one Secure Gardener. This was, I never got to summon it today. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did summon it today. And I summoned it over my Lib because it's like, if you extra banish a whole bunch of your stuff, and you've got like Lib and Secure Gardener left, and they've got something you just want to clear, you just go, okay, summon Lib, do your stuff, and then you just slap on the Secure Gardener, trigger the lib, shuffle a card, and it's like, oh. as well as the mandatory effect to like stop any damage for the turn, and then the like one attack you can stop the damage. It's like it actually can come up, especially in time. I did play IP as well. Never came up, never summoned it today, but it is good to just have readily available for you. And then I also did play a Galatea, so like for the odd chance that you need to summon Dengetsu and then go into a Zeus if you've got nothing else, it is like quite a good card. And then I did play triple Lib and triple Morningstar. I mean, you could definitely cut them down a little bit, but if you're playing Extravs or Prosperities, you always need 3 of each, because you can always just like banish 1 of each off of the Prosperity, or if you resolve Extrav, you always need 1 of these live. If you banish all 6, well then you're not winning that game anyways. It's like a skill issue at that point.
That's just like match slip time.
It's just scoop and walk out and go have a wee cry.
Walk in the rain.
I played the Unicorn for the IP as well. Never summoned it today. Just didn't need to. Same with the Spectrum Supreme. It can come up sometimes. Like the attack direct for 3k is actually somewhat needed, but never summoned it today. Same with Avramax, you just don't need, like, a lot of your main deck stuff, and just going into Morningstar and Lib, is just the main point of your deck. You don't really need access to these, but it is still nice, especially since Avramax is a Mekk-Knight, so you can still summon it through the memory. And then I did play a Goddess as well. Again, it's not necessary. I never summoned it. There are times where it can come up, especially if they've got like a unaffected big boy on the field, like maybe a Dragoon, like just something you can't out. But 9 times out of 10, if you are in a position where you can summon the Goddess, you are already winning. And then Zeus and Dengetsu. I think I managed to summon Dengetsu once. I didn't actually summon the Zeus at all, but it's still there for the like emergency panic button. Right, onto the side deck. So I did play triple Ibley and triple Droll for the monsters. I did side Droll. Droll against certain decks at the moment is just too good not to put in your side, or even in your main. It depends on what your locals is. Same with Ibley, like against certain decks it can make or break a full game. I sided it once, but I never saw it, so it didn't matter the most, but it still could have come in clutch. And then I did play a bunch of traps. It was triple Summon Limit, triple Anti-Spell,
Turn to monkey.
and triple Judgment. This is just because your going first game is a lot weaker than your going second game. Especially because, if you only have your Gearsus, you might as well have a couple Floodgates in there as well, or even Judgments just to protect your secrets if you like manage to combo. And it stops. Like I used it against an evenly today. It didn't matter. I still lost the game, but it could have been nice. It's just it is nice to have a going first option, especially with the triple Ibley on top of all of this, which is pretty much if you know you're going first, this is everything you side. So that's my list.
Alright, shout outs.
Shout outs to the boys, the good old Taccy Timmys. Shout out to Damien for winning the event, and also for lending me all of the BYSTIALs that pretty much got me to second place. I wouldn't have gotten far without them. Like, Mekk-Knights are good, but BYSTIALs are better.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, sweet.